It's basically me taking my skills and I've sent you that thing from Clients on Demand before. I don't know if you looked at it, but that's the formula. I'm basically like just showing people that they can take whatever it is that they get and become a consultant, and then putting together the format online this time, putting modules online. And doing my thing, like I've been doing with these people with the Facebook groups, but I keep saying the same thing over and over again. So why not just record it? Why not just record it and instead of saying the same thing over and over again? So I'm just to the point in my life where I'm so hungry, and it's like everything that's happened to me with this car and all this stuff is like I have no choice but to dig down so deep inside of myself. And I'm coming back out and getting up on I'm back on the seminar scene. I gotta do it. You know what I mean? I've been rereading Think and Grow Rich, and stuff is just busting out at me that I didn't even see before because I'm at another level. I'm looking at this dude Eric Thomas on his videos. I'm like, that was me. This dude, like, that's me. He's doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? But it's my fault because I stopped. I quit. I quit on me. Can't blame nobody else because I was doing it before this dude. Remember when we used to be on radio, how I used to have people call, like Kenny Russian found me and was like, dude, you inspired me. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at these guys and they've come after me. But I'm supposed to be that dude. I am that dude. Every time. I sent you something. It's like when I sit back and think about what am I best at, I know what I'm best at. You know it too, right? Yeah. If you want to say it like that, yeah. But it's me being up on stage, bro, and it's me leading. I'm so comfortable there. It's like I'm in heaven there.
All right, let's get started. All right, everybody, it's Russ Ruffino. Welcome to today's presentation. As you can see, this presentation today is called Clients on Demand, 5 steps to 6 figures per month and beyond. I know that sounds like a big promise. If you've never even thought about taking your business to the 6-figure per month mark, that might seem like kind of a crazy number, but trust me, what I'm going to do today is give you a framework for exactly how to get there. So this webinar is going to be a little bit different than some of the other ones that you've been on. I don't like to have a lot of fluff. I don't like to have a lot of storytelling. I know some people come on and they play games and stuff at the beginning of their webinar just to get everybody riled up. I'm just going to count on the fact that you're here for a reason. You know why you're here. You're here because you want to grow your business and because you want to increase the quality of your life. And I want you to pay attention, and I'm going to respect you, and we're not going to play a bunch of games. We're just going to get right into the good stuff. So I hope that's all right with you. So really quickly, let me just tell you who this is for so that you know you're in the right place or not. This webinar is for anyone who makes a living with their expertise, their knowledge, or their wisdom. So that's coaches, consultants, advisors, therapists, infopreneurs. Anyone whose business depends on a steady stream of clients who really respect your authority. So attorneys, accountants, even chiropractors. If you use your knowledge to create unique breakthroughs for your clients in their life or in their business, then this is for you. So here's what we're going to discuss in the next 45 minutes. We're going to talk about how to turn your expertise into a 6-figure monthly income, even if that seems like a ridiculous number right now. We're going to talk about how to generate what I call clients on demand. In fact, that's the name of my company, Clients on Demand. We're going to talk about how to generate that. And my definition of that is that you're getting the exact clients you want, when you want, at the price you want. So let's just look at that for a second. We want the ideal clients coming straight into your business. We want you to be able to attract those clients anytime you want. And we want you to be able to enroll those clients into whatever your offers are at a $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $6,000, $8,000, $10,000 price point. So the exact clients you want, when you want, at the price you want. We're also going to talk about how to command those kinds of premium price points, how to stop selling whatever it is you're selling, your ebooks, your courses, or even your time for anything less than $1,000, the absolute minimum. And I'm going to talk about how you can very quickly move into positioning your stuff to command $2,000, $5,000, or even $10,000 price points or higher. We're going to talk about how to leverage your service delivery so that you can work with clients in groups instead of one-on-one so that you can make more money in less time. And I'm going to show you how to do all of this without a blog, without a Twitter feed, without SEO, social media, making videos, or any of the like quote-unquote marketer stuff that you really don't want to do, without any of the busy work that just seems to drive everyone crazy and leave them burnt out. All right, so some big promises there, but I promise you I will deliver on every single one of them. And here's my biggest promise. I'm going to give you on this webinar a step-by-step strategy to grow your business to the 6-figure per month mark. And I don't care how crazy that number seems to you, by the time we're done with this webinar, it's going to be a lot more attainable. It's going to seem like something that you can do, and it's going to be something that you're going to be really excited about doing. So, really quickly, some house rules. I want to clarify just a couple things before we get into this. Number one, this is not about get rich quick. Now, I've made a lot of money, and I've made it very quickly. But if you think that you can come into a webinar like this, and that someone's just going to give you some really quick tips, and then all of a sudden you're going to snap your fingers and become rich or become a millionaire, it does not work that way. You have to provide something of tremendous value. You've got to have a great business. You have to take the time to build a great business, and and you have to operate with high standards of integrity. Number two, there's no do nothing, get paid here. Okay, so this is not one of those things where it's like, hey, you don't have to do anything and you can make a ton of money, all right? This stuff does require hard work. Number three, no fake experts. So what I mean by that is this. You're going to learn some tactics on this webinar to sell your stuff, to sell it for a premium price point, and to sell a hell of a lot of it. But if you're not good at what you do, what's going to happen? Those people are going to reach out to work with you. They're going to sign up because the techniques that I'm going to teach you today, they work great. So they're going to sign up with you, and then what's going to happen? They're going to ask for a refund. They're going to want their money back. So if you're not good at what you do, this stuff is not going to work for you. In fact, it's only going to hasten your mind. So you really have to be a true professional, and you really have to be terrific at what you do. Now, hopefully, that's you. And if that's you, you're going to learn some amazing stuff today. And number four, I just want to point out really quickly that neither my results nor my clients' results are remotely typical. The people that you're going to hear about today, because we're going to talk about some of my clients and what they've been able to achieve, they're all extraordinary entrepreneurs. They have tremendous drive, tremendous integrity. They're brilliant marketers. They know when to listen. And they really kick some ass, and they earn the results that I'm going to share with you. So the one thing I want to make clear is that your success or the lack thereof is 100% up to you. I don't know you, I don't know your business, so I'm not promising that you're going to be able to achieve any of the stuff that we're talking about here, but what I'm going to do for you is lay out a blueprint that plenty of other people have used to take their business to the 6-figure per month mark. Alright? So, really quickly, I just want to check in and see, kind of take the temperature of the room when I do these presentations. I want to see if any of this stuff sounds like you, and if it does sound like you, I want you to just type a Y in the chat for me, okay? You have some months where cash just pours into your business, but you can't seem to maintain it. You start out every month wondering where the clients and sales are going to come from. So you don't know for sure where they're going to come from. Number three, do you secretly know that your work is worth way more than you're charging, but you're afraid that if you raise your prices, nobody's going to pay them?
Yeah.
Do you see the other people in your business making the kind of income you want, and you just have no idea how they're doing it? Are you working way too hard in your business? Are you working too many hours? Are you burning yourself out? Be honest.
And life isn't thinking Rich. I didn't even see this in there before.
Is the enemy or a threat to your business
and life
instead
would
of
pay
an
no
asset?
more. However, I begged that evening
Finally, do you
when I
feel like
counted
there's an
my
invisible
scanty store.
ceiling on your
For life
income
is just an
that you
employer.
just can't seem to
He
break
gives
through?
you what you ask.
Where you're making,
But once you have set
whether
the
it's
wages,
5,000 or
why,
10,000, that
you
just
must
seems to
bear
be
the
this
tax.
number that you just can't
hope
crack
for-
in your business.
I worked for a menial's hire,
Well, if any of those
only
things
to
sound
learn,
like you,
dismayed,
then I have
that
some
any
good news.
wage I had asked for of
Believe
life,
it or not,
life would have
none of
unwillingly
those
paid.
things are the real
I'm
problem.
sorry, life would have willingly paid.
The real problem is
And
that
it's
you
just
haven't
like all these
made
things that
what I
hit me,
call
and it's like
the shifts.
I had to
Shifts.
be at a
Now, look,
place
once you make them,
where I was
you'll have
alone, where
complete
things are
control over
happening
who
to
you
me.
work with, how you serve them, and the prices you can command.
And then
You can generate
another
clients
section
on
says
demand
something
by
about
using marketing that
it
establishes
says
you
kindle
as
anew
the
in your mind the
number
fire
one
of
Rolls
hope,
Royce
faith,
authority
courage,
in
and
your
tolerance.
market,
If you have these
and that
states of
marketing
mind and
will
working
also
knowledge of the
add
principles
massive
described,
value to our
all
audience
else
so
you
that they
need
actually
will come to you
enjoy
when you
engaging
are
with
ready
you and
for it.
engaging with
Think and
you.
grow rich.
you're going to realize that
there was things in here that I forgot because I wasn't ready when I read it.
And you'll very quickly push through to 5, then 6 figures per month.
And it's quick because I hear people, oh, I read that book.
And you know what? You're going to do all of this while tapping in right back into the joy that you first had when you started this work. So if your work used to be something you were excited about and it's turned into a grind, what you're going to learn here today, once you make the shifts that I'm talking about, you're going to tap right back into that joy that you first had when you first started it. So really quickly, before we get into what those shifts are and how to make them, I just want to introduce myself so that you understand, who I am and, why the hell you should listen to me. That's me.
So check this out.
That's me in St. Lucia. My wife and I just went there for our baby moon. And I'm basically known as the highest paid webinar marketing expert in the world. There's a lot of people out there that teach webinars, but frankly, I don't think any of them are earning the kind of revenue that we're earning, and certainly not as consistently as we earn it. So we're currently doing about $200,000 to $300,000 a month in our consulting business. And my goal for this year is to quickly scale that up to the $1 million per month
them to come to the webinar.
And I have absolutely no doubt that we're going to get there.
Sign up.
I'm kind of known as the mentor of mentors. A lot of the people that we work with, like I said, are coaches, consultants, are experts in their various fields. They just don't know how to market themselves properly. And we've taken those people and we've helped dozens of them grow their business to 5 and then 6
this is what I'm watching
per month.
These guys do.
And we
They're doing a
specialize
webinar, right?
and helping our clients leverage their time and create
do a little
more
mini
freedom in
one,
their business,
like 15,
and
20
also
minutes.
command
Then
some
they have
really
you,
premium
if it's something
prices.
that's interesting
I think our average client is
you
charging
fill out a
$4,000,
survey.
$5,000, $6,000 for what they do,
that's going
and we
to
have
tell them
plenty
where
that
you're
are
at.
charging
Because
even more
they're
than
like,
that.
listen, if
So when it comes
you're
to
not a good
demanding
fit, if you
premium
don't have
prices,
money, you don't have nothing, we're not
delivering your
even
service in a leveraged way, believe me, there's
because
nobody
I used
better.
to waste my time before.
I want to
right, talking
introduce you to
people
somebody
who
really
qualify.
quickly because I'm a new
So
dad,
now
so
I've learned how to do
sorry
that.
guys, I have to do this.
And
This
then
is the
after
newest
that,
Ruffino.
schedule a phone call with
This
me,
is
which I
Russell
got the system
Ruffino
that these
III.
guys are
So
using.
my dad is Russ Ruffino, I'm Russ
And
Ruffino,
I-
and then this
I'm
is
gonna
Russ Ruffino
close.
III.
When I get on the phone with somebody who
He's just
especially if
born
it's
a
something
few
you
months
already
ago
want,
in October, and
then I take you through some
love the
systematic
cutest
questions
kid
that
in
make
the world.
you
And then
show
on the
you
right there,
again
that's
that
my
you
wife
really want.
Sarah. So I gotta be a
I'm
new
gonna
dad. I gotta
close
show
with
off
this,
my
and
kid.
now I know
But
how
yeah,
to do
he's,
Facebook marketing from Frank Kern. When
All
he
right,
was
guys.
showing how to,
So
all that
let's
stuff,
talk really
told me
quickly
all that
about
stuff is like,
how I discovered
really
these
targeted?
5 shifts and kind of like where this concept
I'm just going to keep
came
ads
from.
running on Facebook.
Well, in
We
my
all
business,
circulated through the 1.7 billion
I've had the
on
opportunity
Facebook,
to
and
work
I'm
with,
going to
like I
close
said,
high-end
experts,
people.
thought
High-end people.
leaders,
The lowest I would
just
charge
people
for
who
that
are
is
absolutely
$2,000 up
brilliant
front,
at what they
but I
did.
really want to do 10,
People who had
10
true
grand.
expertise, who could make tremendous
So I got to build a
breakthroughs
value.
for
I set
their
up a new
clients
blog
and for
in
the
my
people that
name,
they work
right?
with. But you know what?
And
Some of those people
I'm gonna use them.
were clearing
I
themselves
just got
7
paid
figures
from
a year,
AWeber
making a few million
for somebody
dollars
that just
a year.
came in for the affiliate stuff.
Others
I know how to do all
were
this stuff.
really
And I ain't been
struggling.
doing it.
And at first I thought that
I
the
ain't been doing
difference might be that the people who were making millions were great at what they did, and the people who were struggling were bad at what they did. And I was naive enough to really think that. But as I got to know these people,
So
I
now
realized that
I'm
some of the
I'm
very
sitting here looking at
best
Grant
people
Cardone
in the
stuff,
world,
and it's like,
whether they were
he's all-
attorneys
I heard him
or
say one
accountants
time,
or
he's like, he
relationship
just created
coaches or
some
whatever it is
money.
they
So
were
over the
doing,
weekend, I went
some of the
and
very
rolled it
best
Evo.
people in the world
And
were
now
the
he's
ones
selling
who
it
were
for like
struggling.
$497.
And that really,
Right?
really
He's like,
surprised me.
it comes
And it
from my
made me
failures.
realize that
He's
your
like, I can talk.
level
He
of
said, if
skill,
you're not willing to
believe it
fail,
or not, is
how can
not
you
the
get the
thing that
experience
determines your
after
income.
you've been through
It
it
determines
to
your
now
level
help
of
somebody else?
success. And so I started to look at
It's just
all
like
of these
all these
people,
things
these
that come together,
colleagues,
and I
these people who were
recognize the
coming to
owners.
work with me,
You know,
and I started
after I
to
finish
sort of
reading
just
Think and Grow Rich, I'm gonna
break
reread
things down and
The Alchemist.
really study the super
I'm
achievers,
never gonna
really
read a book
study the
again.
people that were earning over $1 million a year, at least a few $1 million a year. And what I started to realize is that there were
Listen to
5
Eric
things,
Thomas video, huh?
5 shifts that the top achievers had made
I'm not gonna do
that
it
the
no more.
people at the bottom
I
had
mean, it's
not
like
made.
we sit here,
That
we
was the
pile up
first
our
thing I
mind as a
noticed.
computer, we sit
And
here,
so then
we
what I
pile up
started
and file
doing with
this
my own
information away
clients is
and
I
not doing
started
nothing.
incorporating these 5 shifts into everything that I
So
did
listen
and
to
everything that
on
I taught.
Facebook the other day,
And what
this guy-
happened?
I put pictures of these
All
books.
of a sudden,
This
my
guy,
client
I read this,
results
the new
went
Carl. Oh, I
through
read this, Carl Robinson. I
Where
read that.
now,
I read this. I read
maybe
that. I read this.
a few
That
years
book.
ago, I would
Well,
be
how can you read
excited
all
if
these
I took a
greatest
client
money-making
to,
books
the
in the world and
$10,000 a
you
month
go,
mark.
same thing
But
with
once we started
I have to
integrating
look
these
at
5
myself.
shifts into what we were teaching, we had clients that were doing $210,000 in just a few weeks, $400,000 in just a few weeks,
Well, not a
creating
I'm
multi-million
hoping and
dollar
wishing, but I'm not
businesses. And
applying
now
myself.
we've gotten to the point where by teaching these 5 shifts,
I'm not
we've
managing
taken
my
businesses
time.
to the $1
Now,
million
every month
mark
from
again
9
and
to
again
12
and
is lead
again and
generation
again.
period. I don't
So
talk to them
that's
like
how
I
we
won't
discovered
look
these
like them.
things. So what I want you to understand is this. There are 5 key shifts that you have to make to take your business to the 5-figure per month mark, and then to the 6-figure per month mark if you ever even want to get there.
Not only do I want a car,
and
I want the car of my dreams.
To enjoy more freedom in your business while you do
I want a house.
So I'm going to walk you through all 5 of them on this session. So what you're going to have, just like I said at the beginning, is a step-by-step roadmap for taking your business past the $1 million a year mark. So what's the first shift? The first shift is that you must operate with total integrity. Now look, I know that you're probably going, Russ, where's the cool marketing stuff? You know, I want to learn the cool tricks and the cool marketing, but I've got to start here. I've got to start with integrity.
So, I mean, because if your integrity is off,
everything in your business is going to be off. But if your integrity is working and you're congruent, where what you do and what you say and what you think all line up perfectly, you're going to get to where you want to go faster than you ever thought possible. So what I like to call this the strategy of preeminence, and it's at the heart of everything that we do. Now, this is a concept that I got from Jay Abraham, who's a terrific marketer, and basically in the strategy of preeminence, he says what you want to do is be the best in your area of mastery and have everything in your business reflect that. So stop thinking of yourself as just another provider, just another attorney, just another coach, just another consultant, and start thinking of yourself as the very best in the world at what you do, and have everything in your business line up with that. From the thoughts you think every day, to the marketing strategies you pursue, to the way that you conduct yourself, to the way you dress, to the way you carry yourself. Be the very best in your area of mastery and have everything in your business reflect that. And number 2, never let a client do anything that isn't in their best interests. Take personal responsibility. So there's this concept that I want to introduce you guys to, and it's the concept of the mirror. And what I mean by that is this. It doesn't matter how good your marketing is. There is no escaping cause and effect. So there's nothing on this webinar that I can teach you or that anybody can teach you that's going to be so powerful that it violates the law of cause and effect. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. So what I mean by that is this. Your business is a mirror that is constantly reflecting back to you what you're putting out in the world. So in other words, if you want decisive clients, you better be decisive. If you want clients that pay you quickly and without hesitation, I know I do, but if you want that, you got to look at how fast you make payments. When you get a bill, do you sit on it or do you pay it? When it comes time for you to invest in something to grow your business, do you do it right away or do you hesitate? Well, I got news for you. If you hesitate, that's the kind of clients you're going to attract. So there's no escaping cause and effect. If you've got to look at your life right now. You've got to look at your business right now, the way it is right now, the income that you're bringing in, the clients you're attracting, and the question you need to ask yourself is, what am I doing to attract these people? What am I doing to stay stuck at just this level of income? And if you're not happy with where you are, you've got to make changes. So if you want to attract clients who are willing to pay a premium price to grow their business, or pay a premium price to get healthier, or to get results, or whatever it is the outcome is that you deliver, then you had better be willing to do the same. There's no escaping cause and effect. All right? Now, the second shift is to command premium pricing. Now, this is very, very important. There's only 2 reasons why you're not charging high prices right now, if you really think about it, right? I don't know what you think. I don't know what you're charging for your services, Maybe you're, charging $100 an hour for your time, or $150 an hour for your time. Or maybe you're charging, $27 for an ebook that you're selling, or, $1,000 for a workshop or something like that. But if you're not charging premium prices, right, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, there's only 2 reasons why. Either you think your expertise isn't worth it, or you think it is worth it, but you believe that if you charge more, nobody's going to pay it, right? So let's address the first problem. I want you to understand something. You are not selling your time. You're not selling your knowledge. What you're selling is the value of the result that you deliver. That is what your clients want more than anything else. So what I mean by that is this. Let's just say, for example, that you are a relationship coach and that you're really, really good at what you do. And you can take somebody's marriage that isn't working or that's falling apart, and just by having a few sessions with them, and by applying your knowledge, you can turn things around. You can fix that situation. I want you to think for just a second, what is it worth to have that outcome? what is that really worth? Well, I love my wife, and my wife and I have a fantastic marriage and a fantastic relationship, but I'll tell you right now, if we didn't, I would spend whatever it took if I thought that I could turn things around. So if you think about it, that outcome that you deliver is priceless. So if that's the case, then why are you just charging like $100 an hour? You know what I mean? Another thing to take into consideration is this. High prices actually reassure your clientele that you are preeminent, that you are the best of the best. So let's just use that same example. If I was in that situation where my marriage is falling apart and I really needed somebody to help us turn it around, would I, go through the newspaper and start clipping coupons and find the cheapest person? No. I would go out there and I would hire the very best person. Now, if I'm looking at two different ads for two different relationship coaches, and one of them is $100 an hour, and one of them is $500 an hour, what am I going to assume? I'm going to naturally assume that the $500 an hour coach is 5 times better than the $100 an hour coach. I'm going to look at that and go, oh my God, this person's charging $500 an hour. He must be the best. This guy must be the greatest. This is the one that I want. This is the guy that I want to hire. And I'm going to feel good about paying that price. I'm going to feel good about it because I know that I'm buying the best. I know that I'm buying the best. So believe it or not, guys, buying the best feels really, really good. It's not this terrible, agonizing thing. It's not this thing that sucks. It actually feels great. I had the blessing to be able to go out and get a Bentley about a year ago. Once my business really started to take off, I went out and bought this beautiful Bentley GT Continental. It's amazing. It's fast. It's a fantastic car. And you might think that plunking down that kind of a money for a car, I must have been freaking out. I must have been bummed out. I must have been so sad that I was spending that kind of money. No, I'm telling you right now, it felt great. It felt fantastic. And I can tell you from experience, when you have a problem, or when you want something and you want the best, paying a premium price feels good. It was something I was excited about. It was something I couldn't wait to tell my wife about. I mean, it's an amazing, amazing feeling. And so if you are the best, and you are amazing at what you do, and you're not charging a premium price, you're hurting your client's confidence in your abilities and what you do. You're failing to stand out. They're going to think that you're just one of the crowd. They're not going to realize they're dealing with the best in the world here. And you're denying them the pleasure that comes with getting the best. And I'll tell you something else. People who pay more get better results than people who don't. I joined a gym a few years ago, and it was one of the cheaper gyms out here in California. I think it was 24-hour fitness. And my gym membership was like $20 a month. Did I go? No, it was $20 a month. If I didn't go, I didn't lose anything. You know, I mean, it's like, $20, I can take it or I can leave it. So when I wanted to get serious about getting in shape, you know what I did? I joined a more expensive gym. I went out and joined Equinox. Not because it was like such a better gym, but because I knew that if I was investing at a higher price, it would mean more to me. It would mean more to me. So do you have clients right now that miss appointments? Do you have customers that show up and they're just not really committed and they're not really interested in what you're doing? And they're kind of like half-assing the work that you do together, and they don't really respect you, and they don't really respect your authority? Start charging a higher price. And what's going to happen is those people are going to show up more committed, more excited to work with you, and the results are going to go through the roof. And that's going to make you look great. It's going to make you look like a rock star, and you're going to feel great about the work that you're doing. And finally, the last reason I can give you to demand premium prices is that, look, it's much easier to hit your income goals in $2,000 chunks than in $200 chunks. So in other words, if you've got an offer that's $200 and you want to make $20,000 a month, guess what? You got to sell 100 of those things. That's not that easy to do. But if you want to make $20,000 a month and your offer's $2,000, how many do you need? You need 10. You need 10. And if you want to make $20,000 a month and you're selling a $5,000 offer, you need 4 people all month, and you're good. You hit your income goals. And if those people are investing with you at a $5,000 price point, how much more excited are they going to be there? How much more committed are they going to be? How much more likely are they to take action and actually get the results that you're trying to get for them? it's going to be a whole different experience, I promise you. So this is one of our very favorite clients. This is Tom. Now, what Tom does is he teaches real estate wholesaling and investing. So that's a big, big thing. I mean, that's worth a lot. If you know how to go in and take a piece of real estate, fix it up, turn it around, and make a huge profit off it, obviously that's very valuable. Well, when Tom came to us, he was charging less than $500 for his coaching, which I thought was just crazy. So I said, Tom, listen, you've got to charge more for this. I'm going to help you create an $8,000 program. Now, for Tom, that was a huge stretch, okay? He was terrified. He was like, Russ, no one's going to pay me that much. And I said, Tom, listen, you know, once you use the marketing voodoo and some of the tactics that I'm about to share with you guys in just a few minutes, you're going to have a whole other, it's going to be a whole different ballgame for you. So we helped him create an $8,000 program, and here's what happened. He messaged me on Facebook. He said, thank you, brother. Every time I unlock my calendar days to accept more calls, this happens. I literally have clients on demand. I closed another one for $8,000 yesterday. Deals coming in so fast, I lost count of income somewhere after $75,000. So just 5 weeks after deciding to work with us, Tom had already done over $75,000 in sales of his new program. And guys, that sounds like a huge number, right? It's like, oh my God, $75,000 in 5 weeks. That's crazy. That's a ton of money. But let's just break it down for a second. If you've got an offer, and that offer's $8,000, that's like 10 people. That's it. You could pick up 10 clients, right? I mean, it's not that difficult. It's not that complicated. It's not easy, but it's not complicated, okay? So, let's talk about how we can do this now. Like, what is this positioning? What are the marketing tactics that are enabling people like Tom to get these kinds of crazy results? Well, the third shift is to use what I call the secret weapon. And that secret weapon is webinar marketing. Webinar marketing is the most powerful way to connect with your audience, establish your authority and preeminence, and give them massive value while you do it. And it does all of these things while you make an outstanding offer. So believe it or not, a great webinar can take the place of all this other marketing stuff that you just aren't going to have to do anymore. One 45-minute presentation is all you need. So here's the old way of doing things. And if you guys have signed up for, other people's programs or invested in training before, chances are the course that you signed up with, they were teaching you to do one of these strategies, right? To get clients and to get customers in your business, right? So the old way is all you need is a Facebook page that you have to post to all the time. You need a Twitter feed that you have to, be tweeting all the time. You need Instagram, and you have to take a bunch of pictures and you got to spam them all over Instagram. You got to have a YouTube channel, so you better be making lots of videos, right? You need to have a high traffic blog, so that you got to sit there every single day and crank out blog posts until your fingers bleed and you get arthritis. You need SEO, because once your blog is set up, you gotta make sure that Google sees it, and so you gotta make sure that all that SEO stuff is all set up on your site. You better get on LinkedIn and have a LinkedIn profile and start networking with people there. You better have a best-selling book, right? Because if you don't have a New York Times bestseller, why would anybody pay you $5,000? Here's a hint: I don't have one. You gotta be working your clients for referrals and generating a lot of referrals. You gotta be working that word of mouth, and then if you do all of those things, maybe, just maybe, you'll get clients. And that's the strategy people are teaching. Now look, I got a word for this. It's called cross your fingers marketing. Basically, the idea is that you're just going to sit there and crank out all this content and spam it all over the internet. And somehow, some way, somebody's going to find it, and then somehow it kind of turns into them giving you money. I don't know. I don't know how it works. But look, does this make sense, guys? You got your Twitter, you got a WordPress blog, you got LinkedIn, you got Amazon, you got YouTube, and through some voodoo, you're gonna somehow, if you really create the greatest content in the world, you're gonna build an audience, and that audience is gonna love you, and somehow that's gonna turn into money. So that doesn't work, right? And I think when you look at it like this, it's kind of obvious how silly it is. Why are people teaching it? Well, I think, you guys, people teach these kinds of overcomplicated strategies because they take forever to do, and because they don't work. Because they know that you're going to sign up for their program, and you're going to give them some money, and they're going to give you so much busy work that you could never possibly finish it. And then, if you come back to them and say, hey, where are my results? What's going on? This isn't working. They're just going to tell you, oh, well, you did the Facebook stuff, but did you have a Twitter feed? And, did you have a blog and whatever? And these things take forever. I was talking to a client of mine, and when she first came into our program, she told me that she, a couple months before, had signed up for this guy's course about how to have a terrific blog and how to build a huge blog audience and make money from it. And it was a 12-month program. And on the first day, the guy told her, I still laugh when I think about this. On the first day, the guy told her, so listen, I just want you guys to understand, you should not expect to earn any money from your blog for the next 12 months. And I was like, wait a minute, didn't you just say it's a 12-month program? And she was like, yeah, it's a 12-month program. I was like, oh, great. So this guy takes your money, he puts you to work for a full year, and then he's off the hook. He doesn't, he's like, oh, I don't expect to make any money in that first year, so he's off the hook. I was like, that's just ridiculous, okay? Any strategy for making money, any strategy for bringing clients in the door should not take a year. It should take like a couple weeks, okay? And so people are teaching this stuff just to give you a bunch of busy work, to keep you busy, so that you never stop and think about the fact that it isn't working, right? So, and if that wasn't the case, then people would have results like we do, where people are coming into their program and boom, right in the first 6 weeks, they're bringing in $200,000, $400,000, whatever it is. But their strategies take forever, and so they tell you, hey, look, don't expect to get results for months or for years. And I think that's just ridiculous. So if that doesn't work, then what does work? Here's the new way of doing things. You don't need a blog, don't need a podcast, you don't need tons of content that just take forever to put out there. All you need is one great webinar. Just one. And it can replace all that other stuff with a simple, elegant process that looks like this. You send people from Facebook, right? It's just like a simple Facebook ad. You don't need to be posting all the time. You create an ad, you put it up, you let it run. That ad takes people to a sign-up page for a webinar. They watch your webinar, they become a new client. It's that simple. There's nothing else. No blog, none of this other extra stuff that just takes up all your time and doesn't make you any money. It's a simple, elegant process. Facebook ad, sign-up page, webinar, new client. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Now, guys, one brilliant webinar establishes your preeminence. It delivers value that knocks people's socks off, and it builds a real connection with that audience while you pick up new clients. So it's great for you because you're bringing new clients in the door, but guess what? It's also great for them because you're adding value every step of the way. People come to your webinar, they have a fantastic experience, they learn some great stuff, and if they sign up and become a client with you, fantastic. But if they don't, so what? They still had a terrific time. They still learned a lot. You're still making a contribution to everybody's happiness, and everybody wins. So what does a great webinar look like? Well, look, guys, I could give you a whole training. This could be and should be a whole training about how to do a terrific webinar, but we just don't have that kind of time today. But essentially, a great webinar looks like this. At the beginning, you have your introduction and the story. And the story is just how you discovered the things you're going to teach them and what you're going to teach them and all that stuff. And in that 15-minute intro, you build some connection and you generate some enthusiasm. Then you spend about 30 minutes of core content, which is just teaching them great stuff. Now, the cool thing about this is that it proves you can help them by actually helping them. You're solving part of their problems for free. And so it's not like you have to depend on letters after your name or testimonials or referrals or any of this other stuff to establish your credibility, because you're establishing it right there. They're listening to you. They're thinking, yes, this guy knows what he's talking about. And then finally, in the final 10 minutes, you just make a really low-key offer to work with you. That's it. 45 minutes to an hour, and you are done. Here's a case study of my buddy Jason, okay? Jason is an advertising manager for local and online businesses. He specializes in Facebook ads, YouTube ads, and a couple other platforms. So it's a service-based business. He's not a coach. He's not a consultant. He's providing a service. And to do this, he charges several $1,000s per month. But when I met Jason, when he first reached out to work with me, believe it or not, almost 100% of his business was coming from word of mouth. And that's fine. But you know what? You can only depend on that so much, right? Because eventually that word of mouth could run out, and then you're left with no clients. So Jason understood it, that if he really wanted to have a real business, he needed a pipeline to bring in clients. A simple process that brings in clients every single day, like the one I just showed you. And so with Jason, we use that exact approach. Just a Facebook ad, to a sign-up page, to a webinar, and that is it. So we helped Jason craft this funnel, craft this webinar, and the very first time he did his webinar, he picked up $50,000 a month worth of new clients. So if you look at that, that's $600,000 a year in additional revenue from one flipping webinar, okay? And when Jason wants more clients, like let's say some of those clients cancel, or they work with him maybe for 4 or 5 months and then they move on, that's cool. When he wants more clients, he just does another webinar. He doesn't have to sit there and cross his fingers and pray that the referrals come in, or that he gets more business through word of mouth, or that more people discover his blog. He doesn't have to cross his fingers. He knows where the next business is going to come from, because he's got a business that runs like clockwork. He wants more clients, he does another webinar. Now look, this isn't just true for the people that we work with. This is true for me too. In my business, our latest webinar has brought in about $2.5 million in just the last 14 months or so. No big launches that you guys hear about, no affiliates that we have to split the money with. None of that stuff is ours. That $2.5 million belongs 100% to us. We don't need to blog, we don't need to tweet, we don't need to do any of those things. We just run ads, we get people on the webinar, and we show them a great time, and that's it. One great presentation can be the backbone of a multi-million-dollar business if the webinar is good enough. So let me ask you this, guys. How much more time would you have if one webinar was all you needed to think about to get new clients? That's it. How much more time would you have? So here's a quick recap, guys, of what we've covered so far. Now, at this point, we know that we must be operating from total integrity. We know we should be commanding a premium price. And we know that we should be using the secret weapon, which is webinars, to command that price point, right? So we've got to, now we're working with integrity, we're doing the right thing, we're good about what we're doing, we're charging a premium price, so it's much easier for us to hit our income goals, and we've got a webinar pipeline in place, so we always know where the next client's going to come from. But now let's look at how to leverage our time and scale our business without losing our minds, because this is the part where things start to fall apart. All right, if you're working to create consistent income, a lot of the time that's the only thing you can think about. I need more money, I need more money, I need more money. But guess what? Once you've got that money coming in, you start to realize, that your business quickly can become a golden cage. We have no time and no freedom to enjoy it. So let's talk about right now how to escape from that trap. The fourth shift is leverage your time. So the next shift is to disconnect your time from your income so that you make money regardless of what you're doing. You have powerful knowledge to share with the world. Why should you share it one person at a time? So think about this. Right now, I don't know how you've set up your coaching business or consulting business or legal practice or whatever it might be, but chances are you're working with one person at a time. And most of the seven-figure earners that I work with have found ways to scale their business while they still get great results for their clients. Let me tell you what I mean. This is our third case study. This is Carrie. Carrie was one of my very first clients. I love her to death. She is the greatest. She's a coach slash therapist, and she saw clients one-on-one, and she was charging $125 a session. She was seeing them in her office for $125 a session. Now, look, I don't know why she chose that price, but I want you to understand something. That price, that choice, defined the limits of Carrie's income. Her entire life, her entire economic future is decided by just that one choice. This is how much I'm going to charge, and I'm going to see people one-on-one, okay? So let me just show you what I mean. If she's charging $125 an hour, let's say she's fully booked. She's working 40 hours a week. She's booked solid, right? She's making $5,000 a week or $20,000 a month, which sounds good. But believe me, if you're booked to that solid and you're working that hard and you're seeing 40 patients a week in your office, 160 patients a month, it's like, oh my God, your head's going to explode. You're going to burn yourself out. Her total workload is 120 hours per month. So when she came to see me, that was her number one priority. She was like, Russ, I'm trapped in this business. I'm burning myself out. When people show up, they're not getting the best of me. They're getting this like frazzled, overworked person who just can't do a good job because I'm so stressed and I'm so burned out. And I said, okay, well, cool, let's fix this. So I asked her this question. I said, Carrie, listen. You're doing this, you're seeing these clients one-on-one. Let me ask you this. Are you creating a totally new approach for every single client, right? Where every client is completely different? Or are you covering about 80% of the same stuff with everybody, where you're just covering it again and again and again and again? And Carrie said, no, it's about 80% the same. So she realized that, look, while each client is unique, sure, each client is special, she's covering the same fundamentals again and again and again with every single client. And that's just crazy. So I said, Carrie, listen, let's take that 80% that you're just having to repeat yourself over and over again, and let's put it together into an 8-week workshop where we teach those fundamentals by video. And I said, listen, You don't want to just give them a bunch of videos and send them on their way because they still need some live support from you. So let's do this too. Let's give them email support so they can email their questions that they have, right? And let's add a group Q&A call every week so that you can, tweak the program for each member and they can ask questions. So it's an 8-week workshop, guys. Every week she gives them some video training. Every week she comes on and answers their questions all as a group, all at once. And she also lets people email their questions in. So it's so much more leveraged than seeing people one-on-one. Now, Carrie priced the course at just $2,000. I wanted her to charge more, but she was like, no, let me just do $2,000. I said, okay. And so she delivers the training by video. Now, those are all pre-recorded ahead of time. And so our total time commitment, guys, is just a 1-hour Q&A session every week and then maybe 20 minutes a day or so of email support. What happened when we did this? Well, Carrie's workload dropped from 120 hours per month to about 12 hours per month. And within 2 weeks of working together, Carrie sold 6 people into her program and earned $12,000. So think about that, guys. She's working 12 hours per month. She's got 6 clients. She made $12,000 that much. She's making $1,000 an hour. And it's continuing to go up. So that's the power of what happens when you create real leverage. She just contacted me on Facebook. She said, a month from today, I leave to spend a month playing and working on Coronado Island in San Diego with this as my daily view, and this is not a joke. So she used the extra time and income to move to Coronado Island. That was her long-time dream. Her workload, guys, went from 120 hours a month to just 12 hours per month, and she's making more money. You can't beat that. And the people now that she's working with, instead of working with 40 clients a week, she's working with between 6 and 10 clients a month. That's it. So how much more poise and power and authority is she going to have when she shows up to work with those people? She's going to have confidence. She's going to be rested. She can really make an investment in making sure that those people get terrific results. So you don't have to do a group program. I just wanted to introduce this to you because maybe you've never thought of this before. Maybe you never thought about doing an online group program and it's a perfect fit for you. But even if it's not, I promise that if we talk for 10 minutes, I can figure out a much more efficient way for you to deliver whatever it is that you're doing, okay? So Carrie's got a life again. She's making more money. She went from working 40 hours a week to just 12 hours per month. That is leverage. Now, that takes us to the 5th shift, which is to invest in mentoring. Now, this is something that all successful people do, and they do it without hesitation, okay? Everybody should have a mentor. Mentoring brings 2 things. It brings new ideas, and it brings accountability. If Carrie had not reached out to speak to me, it never would have occurred to her that she could charge $2,000. It never would have occurred to her that she could put together a group program and radically change her life, her income, and her business. She never would have thought of that. And not only that, but once we were working together, I was giving her the accountability to make sure that she actually did it, that she followed through, that she didn't self-sabotage, that she stayed on track. So guys, right now, you've been listening to me for a while now. Look, there's got to be new ideas in your head right now that would not have been there if you didn't make time for this webinar. So kudos to you. You blocked out the time, you showed up here for a reason, and you're getting some great ideas right now. That's the power of mentoring. So here's how it works, guys. You have your mindset. Now, your mindset is 2 things. It's your beliefs about what's possible, and it's the quality of your ideas. It's your strategy. So we've been talking about, look, how do you build a 6-figure per month business? Maybe before you came here, you didn't even think that was possible for you. You never thought, I could earn $50,000 a month or $100,000 a month or $200,000 a month. That never even occurred to you. If it doesn't occur to you, you're not going to try. And then once it does occur to you, and you go, yeah, that sounds cool, I want to do that, you also need a strategy. You need a strategy that works. And I think I've shown you that blogging and tweeting and all that other stuff, it's not a good strategy. You want a strategy that works, use webinars. That's what works. So your mindset is your beliefs about what's possible, and it's your strategy. Then you've got your actions, what you actually do. Now that you know this is possible, now that you know this is strategy, are you going to actually take action on it, or are you going to just kind of self-sabotage and let all this stuff go? And the mindset and your actions produces your outcome. It produces your income. It produces your happiness. It produces everything that's going on in your life. So if you look at your life right now and you're not happy with what you made last month, you're not happy with what you made last year, you're not happy with the kind of clients that you've been working with, guess what? To make those changes, to change your outcome, you have to start at the top. You have to change your mindset. You have to change your plan. You have to really take action. You have to change what you're doing if you want a different result. So how much did you earn last month? How happy are you in your business? If you're not happy, you need a new mindset, you need a new plan, and you need some accountability. In other words, you need a mentor. Doctors, guys, in America earn on average about $175,000 a year, and guess what? They train for 14 years between pre-med, med school, residency, all that stuff. It's a 14-year commitment before you can even call yourself a doctor. If you grow your business to just $20,000 a month, now much less the $200,000 a month I'm talking about, you are already way ahead of most doctors, believe it or not. And trying to do that, guys, without the proper training is crazy. These guys these guys work for 14 years to make just $175,000 a year. So if you want to make $200,000, $300,000, $500,000, $1 million in a year, you've got to get the training you need to make that happen. It's just a fact. Now, personally, I've invested at least $200,000 on training and mentoring, and every single time it was a huge decision for me. It was a huge decision for me. I remember one time I signed up for a mastermind that was $50,000, and I probably had like 15 grand in the bank, and I had to take out the rest on credit. You think that was an easy decision to make? No, I was freaking out. But I believed that if I took that step, I could get to where I wanted to go. And now, that investment pays for itself in 1 month. 1 month of running my business, I make my whole $200,000 investment back. So don't go it alone, guys. Find the best mentor out there and spend what it takes to work with them. Listen, your business is your baby, right? And if, God forbid, if my son was sick, I would not go out there shopping for, a medical professional that like was, a discount guy. I would go out there and I'd hire the best of the best of the best, because that's what you want. So don't try to skimp when it comes to hiring a mentor and getting the guidance that you need. Go out there, find the best person you can find, and spend what it takes to work with them. So guys, just to recap, today I promised I'd cover how to show you how to turn your expertise into a 6-figure monthly income, even if that seems like a ridiculous number right now. I promised we'd talk about how to generate clients on demand, the exact clients you want, whenever you want, at the price you want, and we talked about how to do that. I promised I'd talk about how to command a premium price point so you can stop selling your ebooks, courses, and your time for anything less than $1,000 and start charging those $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 price points. We talked about how to leverage your delivery so you can work with clients in groups instead of one-on-one and make more money in less time. And I promised I'd show you how to do all of this without a blog, Twitter feed, SEO, social media, or any of that other stuff you don't want to do. So here's what you need to win, guys. Number 1, just to recap, you need total integrity. Number 2, you need to command premium pricing. Number 3, you've got to use the secret weapon, which is webinar marketing. It's going to save you a ton of time, and it works better than anything else out there. Number 4, you got to leverage your time. Because what good is it making all this money if you can't enjoy it and you can't go where you want to go and do what you want to do and create some amazing experiences for your family? Number 5, if you want to make all that stuff possible, you've got to invest in mentoring. It's the only way to accelerate your growth. And guys, if you just make these 5 shifts, it's enough to propel a business to 6 figures per month, okay? So right now, you've got a choice. You've been listening to me talk about this stuff, and I know that you're on this webinar for a reason. Maybe you don't have enough clients coming in the door. Maybe you've got clients coming in the door, but they're not charging you enough. You're not charging them enough. You're not charging a premium price. Maybe you've got clients coming in the door, and you're commanding a premium price, but you just don't have enough time to enjoy your life. You're overworked. You're burnt out. You've got a choice, guys. You can either listen to what I said and forget all about it and just keep doing things the way that you've done it, or if you want to fix these problems, you want to create clients on demand, the right clients, the right price, anytime you want. You want to build a business that earns 6 figures per month, that has new clients coming in the door every single day. A business where you're commanding these premium prices, you're earning the kind of money that you want to earn. You have the freedom that you've always wanted. If you want that, then here's what I have for you. My team and I have set aside some time in the next 48 hours or so to speak to you personally about how you can apply these ideas to your business starting today. So whatever your biggest challenges are, we've seen it, and we know how to overcome it. It works like this. On the session, we're going to get on the phone for about 45 minutes, and on the session, what we'll do is we will work with you to craft a step-by-step game plan to hit your income goals for this year. Whether that's $10,000 a month, or 200,000 a month, and we're going to talk about how you can track the exact clients that you want to work with. So you get on the phone with us, you talk for about 45 minutes, and you walk away from their call with a step-by-step game plan to hit your income goals and a step-by-step game plan to attract the exact clients that you want. Now the cost, believe it or not, guys, it's absolutely free. We do this for free for you as a free service. There's no catch. There's no obligation. There is nothing like that. Let's talk really quickly, though, about who this is for, because it's not for everyone.
I've been working on it,
We have simple requirements that I need you to meet. Number one, you must have knowledge that solves a major life or business problem and can command a premium price. So whatever you do, it's got to provide a really great outcome for people. If you're just selling, like, I don't know, towels or something, it's not going to work.
My goal is
It's got
to
to be
offer
something
this
where they're depending on you, they're depending on your authority, and you're creating some fantastic outcomes for people. Number two, you've got to be great at what you do. Because like I said at the beginning of the webinar, whatever it is, I can help you sell it. But if what you're selling is no good, believe me, it's going to turn around and bite you. So you must be outstanding at what you do. Number three, you must hold yourself to the highest standards of integrity. And if that is you, then what I want you to do is book a session right now. So you're wondering, why? Well, Russ, what's the catch? Why are you doing this? Why is this free? And we do this because we love giving back. And because we love helping business owners achieve their goals. That's why my company exists. And we also,
every single month, that's a
once
goal.
we've gotten on the phone, we talk for 45 minutes, and we put our heads together, and we come up with a really kick-ass plan to grow your business, you might want our help to make that happen. And if you do, then great. We can talk about how to do that. If it's a good fit for both of us, we'll talk about it. If you don't,
I'm gonna start talking
or we feel
about
like
it
it's
a
not
little.
we won't even talk about it. We'll just get you on the phone, we'll help
You
you
may
big
you
time,
may just see
and
my
then
ad
you can go
on the right hand side of your thing on your phone or whatever, you know.
So go to russruffino.com/apply to grab your spot. Now here's the catch, guys. There's only like me and a couple people on my team who are taking these calls, and there's only so many hours in the day we can actually help you with this stuff. So spaces are really limited. Run over to that link right now, russruffino.com/apply. What that's going to do is it's going to take you to our little calendar. You'll see our calendar there. You'll see all the available appointment times. Pick the appointment time that you like.
That ain't nothing. Where do you see me on my
There's a really short
I've been
application.
doing
It's like 5 or
this
6 questions.
I've been doing this.
So when you go into the call and kind of hit the ground running, you know exactly what you do and exactly
But when I
kind of
look at
where
it like
the
that's
weak
what I've
spots
been
of your
doing
business
all
are,
the
so
time.
we can
But
go to
even
work
on another
right
level,
away, helping you overcome those obstacles and creating
but he
that
definitely
$50,000 plan, $100,000 a month plan, $200,000 a month plan, whatever it is that you want. We're going to show you how to hit those goals. So go to russruffino.com/apply, and we will help you out. I promise that this will be the best 45 minutes you have ever spent
That's what I'm
working
looking
on your
at
business.
ATL
No
for
weird
too, you know.
pressure stuff. There's no like high pressure sales pitch. We don't even make an offer to most of the people that we talk to. So don't worry about that. Go there, russruffino.com/apply. We'll work with you and create the business that you want.
Yep.
So, normally this would be the partner webinar where we do some
So I got like
Q&A,
I
but
got
you know what, guys?
like 3 of
Like
these
I just
guys
told you
that
how
be
you can
trying
get on
to
the phone
push
with
them
us
to
and work with us
get
for a
their first
solid
check
45 minutes to
But,
create the kind of
you know
business
what I
want.
found me? Like a lot
I'm
of
not
people
gonna
don't
take
even
any
believe
questions
in it.
because
So
look,
when
if
you
you
believe
need
in
help,
that much money,
don't just ask a little question on a webinar. Like go and book sessions. We can really get into what's really going on and help you out, and help you grow your business. So I'm Russ Ruffino. Thank you so much for joining me for this presentation today. It's been fantastic working with you. Go to russruffino.com/apply. It is totally free, and you will walk away from that session with a step-by-step game plan to crush your income goals and attract the exact clients that you want. I'm Russ Ruffino, and I will talk to you soon.
But like you'd be surprised. Like you give someone everything they want, everything they need, and it's like the exact same thing I'm doing, nothing different. And then it's like, well, why aren't you moving on it? What there's some fear there somewhere. They don't believe it, you know? But that's again, once people think, well, you've been doing it for so long, you know what I mean? So people don't think they're good enough. They don't think they can. It's a mind thing. Seriously, mind is a powerful thing. Or they listen to negative people. You know. I think that's the big thing that stops people. Oh, that don't work. You can't do that. I tried that before, right? That's the thing. That's the first thing somebody. Well, I tried that before. I'm like, well, obviously you didn't. Obviously you did it wrong. Yeah. Oh, I tried that before. Oh, I got a house. Oh, I got a house already. Really? Uh-huh. But they don't think, well, what if I get some more so that those can pay for the one that I got? Now I don't have to spend my money. Yeah. Right. 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 I mean, it's funny when I hear people say that, but here I am still busting my butt every day working to make more money to pay for different things. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Uh-huh. Nah, nah. I just believe that people are supposed to be mega wealthy. You don't see what's his name, Warren Buffett just chilling. He got more money than everybody. Bill Gates, he's still making new products for Microsoft, right? What are we up to? Microsoft 10, 11, 12? What are we on now? Words, Windows 10, Windows 10, right? So if he's still working, his company's still working. Why do people think that you get one little thing and stop? Okay, watch this. You have here's the difference. Somebody get you have a house, right? And they be like, "Well, I already got a house, right?" You break your leg and you can't, or something happened. You get, I don't know, some type of cancer, something where you're out of work for a year. What happens now? You spend all your little savings up, your little short-term disability, long-term is gone now. That happened to one of my close friends. He used to be like, "Oh no, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm set, I'm set, I'm set." After that happened to him, after that happened, he called me up asking me how can he invest. Yeah.